Hello everyone, this is Destin, admin of the Healthcare Engineering team. I would like to request you all to subscribe and share our YouTube channel Healthcare Engineering to show us your tremendous support. Let me talk about this video. This video is going to be the part 2 of the interview with Mr. Kaushik. In this part of this interview, I am going to ask some very important questions about the healthcare industry. I am going to ask him what are the emergency situations which require his presence. Secondly, I am going to ask him what are the problems he faced while working in such emergency situations. And again, I am going to ask him common problems or challenges he faced while working in such environment. How to avoid such problems will be the next question. And the very important question I'm going to cover up here is comparison in working in sales side versus technical side of a medical device company. Finally, I'm going to ask him how the company provides healthcare support. For example, by selling medical equipment or selling medical softwares or any kind of physical support or some other things. Let me ask these questions to Mr. Kaushik and let's see how he is going to answer from his experience. I would like to welcome you all to listen this entire interview to get the knowledge from the expertise like Mr. Kaushik and upgrade ourselves to perform well in the healthcare industry. Keep watching and keep learning. Cheers guys. Dear viewers, if you missed the part 1 of the interview with Mr. Kaushik, I would like to request you all to go and watch part 1 so that you can get the clear idea about this entire video. Thank you. Have you ever faced any kind of emergency situations while working in the company?
Yeah.
Because let me explain my point. I was working in a company where there are some kind of engineers, so they have to work 24 hours a day. That means they have to face the emergency situations. So let's say we produce a kind of medical devices to the hospital, and while using that device, if they have any troubles, they have to call at any time. It doesn't matter whether it's a midnight or early morning. So our engineer from the company has to be there. He has to make sure that the product is okay. So that's what I meant by the emergency situations. Have you ever faced that kind of situations in your job?
Yeah, like I have also faced like similar kind of situation like you, Gaston. Like in my first organization, since we are in the development stage and it was also a startup. So like for testing a product, testing our project or prototype. So since our project is will be scan, so we really need to spend some time in night hours where the amount of patients will be low. So we have to complete our required work like testing and troubleshooting in night hours so that we can make our device ready for the next day to be used on the patients. If some immediate calibration is required or testing is required, we used to perform these things overnight so that our device can be ready for the next day to be used on patients. And also in my current organization, since I'm taking care of these change control things and design verification, so these things need to be fulfilled or completed before a product is released, a manufactured product is released. So in these cases, like I felt there is a little urgency to proceed further. Yeah.
Okay. So, have you ever faced any kind of problems while attending these kind of emergency situations, or let me say problems or challenges? Have you faced any challenges while attending these kind of emergency situations?
Yeah. So as you rightly said, we should really take it as a challenges. since I am early into my career, so like more than 50 percentage of work what we are doing or what I am doing is new to us, new to me.
Yes,
So I
yes.
have to learn. So in this case, every work becomes like a new thing. So these are the things which I feel challenging. Apart from that, since in my first organization, it's really challenging and motivating to work in a startup environment where because of the challenges we can gain knowledge from different fields of the healthcare segments. Like since it's a startup, I got opportunity to be involved in all the segments of healthcare, like product development, documentation, design, service troubleshooting, testing, and those kind of things.
Mm.
So these challenges mostly coming with some kind of opportunities. I think we should rightly segregate and acquire that opportunities to achieve success. Yeah.
Yes, 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 yes. While talking to this point, I can remember an incident. I was working as a biomedical engineer in a hospital around 1 year ago. Um, since I was the respective person for the operation theater and its medical devices, so every day they call whenever they have some problems. Sometimes they just call there's a problem with the device and no one says about the problem. So I have to be there because even though we are engineers, we don't know all the things, right? We know the things, but we cannot say we know all the things, right? We have to keep
Yeah.
updating ourselves, right? So the point I would like to ask you here is, have you ever faced such kind of incidents like you are calling for a troubleshooting and you are going, and if you feel that you don't know about the idea, what happens there? Or have you ever faced that kind of situations? You are going there, and but you feel that you don't know about the problem exactly. So, in such kind of situations, what did you do? How can we overcome the situation? How can we do our job best in that kind of situations?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So a few times I have faced situations like this.
Hmm.
Like in that scenario, what I will do is I will seek for a help from my seniors or my colleagues.
That's correct. That's correct.
So
That's the correct way.
yeah, yeah. Only way we can learn something new or something we don't know is by asking help from someone or guidance from someone.
We already have experience
So
on
that
that
is what,
on that region, right? So you are correct.
yeah, yeah. That is what I used to do.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay.
So it's very important to ask for help, especially initially in your career or even at any stage of your career. If you want to learn something or if you are aware of something, it's important to ask for what you require.
Hmm.
Yeah, that is more important, I think.
Mhm. Because that's a very important skill we have to develop. I mean, the new students and the newbies who are entering these kind of healthcare field, they have to develop the communication skill. Because
Yeah.
I have
Uh,
noticed there were some juniors. They are freshers from they are very fresh coming from the college, so they know the theoretical part, but they don't know any hands-on experience on the medical devices. So they feel some kind of a shy, or they act as a reserved type while asking the help. So they are, we don't need to be there like that, right? We don't need to act like that. If we don't know anything, we have to ask, right? That's why the
yeah,
seniors
it's correct.
are there. So they are
Yeah,
willing to help you, but we have to ask the help, right? Even if we
yeah.
don't know anything
Then
about that.
it's the one way to make our seniors or our colleagues to know that we are seeking help and we require their help in completing that assigned work.
Hmm.
The final thing which is important is the assigned work should be completed
Yes.
in a given time. That's
Hmm.
the most important thing I feel. Yes.
So until we gain the proper training on that one, we can get the help. We can seek for helps, right? Am I correct?
Uh,
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, Kaushik. Let's move on to the next point. What are the common problems or challenges we can face while working in a company like your environment? I mean, particularly in a company's environment, what are the challenges or the problems an engineer can face?
Yeah. So basically, in the manufacturing sector, it is very challenging to understand the whole process.
Mhm. Yes, yes.
So, so in a manufacturing sectors, we might have different departments or different segments
Hmm.
of producing the product. So as a new employee entering into the company, it is quite challenging to understand the whole process.
Hmm.
We can easily gain knowledge about product, the technical aspects of product, and these kind of things we can learn.
Hmm.
But the thing is, how it is actually done in a real life environment is the most challenging thing
Hmm.
to acquire. So once we initiate that activity and the process, everything else becomes very easy for us.
Hmm. Okay. So
Yeah.
coming to this point, I can ask you one more thing, Kaushik. So how do you feel about this? So you have finished your bachelor's degree from biomedical engineering and now you are working in a manufacturing sector related to healthcare, right? So have you studied any kind of modules or courses which guides you directly to this kind of manufacturing, or you developed yourself apart from your core courses?
Yes, yeah. That's actually a good question. So, like, our core engineering subjects will always be useful to enter or to land into a job. But apart from that, we should also acquire some industry required skills. So if you see, there are different kinds of skill sets required for different. Like for example, sales, you might need good communication skills or presentation skills.
Yes.
And in case of service, you might need good troubleshooting skills and product knowledge. So, like different divisions of healthcare jobs require different skill sets. So, like basically, what I did is I just searched about what are all the required skills which is needed to enter into the field which I am liking about.
Hmm.
Like if you take for example, if you want to enter into regulatory, it is good if you have some kind of knowledge about this ISO standards, uh, risk management, ISO 13485, ISO 14971, and those kind of things. And apart from this MDR, so there are various online platforms which are uh, providing the even so self-learning, like from Google or from YouTube, we can learn.
Hmm.
So these kind of things will make freshers more employable.
Hmm. Okay, okay.
That's what I feel. It's always important to learn new things every day.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So, Kaushik, can you share your personal feeling?
Yeah.
One who is having his fundamental studies from biomedical engineer, and there is another guy who is having his bachelor's degree in another department. Right? So let's compare. What do you feel about uh, between these two? Who has the highest possibility to perform well in the healthcare industry? I mean, even though if both they the, their effort in a, positive way, they can perform well. What about? I'm asking, what do you think about who can perform well from his bachelor's degree? Your personal idea.
Okay. Okay. So, like, if we see each branch of engineering has a unique skill sets. Like, if you take a mechanical engineering guy, like he might have good knowledge in designing the product or in production manufacturing sector. If you take an electronics guy, he might be good in circuits and those kind of things, hardwares. So in this case, what makes us, which is biomedical engineers, unique is that
Hmm.
we have a knowledge of how human body functions, how our body works.
Apart from the
So we
engineering
can,
concepts, we
yes,
have some
yeah,
fundamental knowledge about the human anatomy, right? Yeah.
yeah, and we also have some knowledge about concepts, electronics, electrical concepts, or software knowledge like programming. So we also have good knowledge about that. And apart from that, what is more important is that what is more important to work in healthcare companies is that we have good understanding about the functioning of our human body,
Yes.
human aspect of every medical device,
Hmm.
so that we can easily relate different medical device to a human thing.
Hmm, 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 hmm.
So which
Okay.
makes biomedical engineers unique in their work.
Hmm, hmm, hmm. So,
Yeah,
in a nutshell,
this is the way, yeah,
we can say if a biomedical engineering student works well and put his effort in a very positive way with a good attitude, he can be achieve his goals and he can live his dream very easily because he has his fundamental knowledge, right? Compared to the other faculties, they have
that
the
is what
fundamental
they,
knowledges, right?
yes, yeah, that is what this strong basic knowledge will help us to proceed further in our career. Apart from having basic knowledge in all aspects, we should work hard to achieve specialization in few things which we like.
Mhm. Yes.
Like in biomedical engineering, we can learn many subjects,
Mhm.
but we might be specialized in biomedical instrumentation where we'll be learning about different medical devices, or we might be specialized in artificial intelligence.
Mhm.
So at least one or two things we should take it up very closely and focus more on that, and we should try to master in that, which
Okay.
will help to build our career.
Mhm. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Kaushik, since you are working from the manufacturing field, do you have any ideas about the sales side and the technical sides in the company? Can you compare these two from your knowledge?
Yeah, actually, yes. So during my internship, I was involved in sales also for around nearly 1 month.
Oh, I see.
So there, yeah, there I got to learn about uh, different products from different companies worldwide.
Mhm.
So as a sales engineer, you can learn and you can have good product knowledge about different medical devices.
Yes.
So these sales engineers or sales biomedical engineers will be very valuable even in manufacturing sectors or even in production companies, because
Hmm.
they are the one who are actually dealing with end users. Their suggestions will have a big impact on product development or process improvement. So their suggestions will be very important for other divisions to perform well and to build a product. So apart from working in sales, this technical side of biomedical engineers is very challenging,
Mhm.
where you can actually get involved in building a product. You can get involved in creating a product, innovative product,
Hmm.
where you can get to learn about new innovative technologies.
Hmm.
This is what differentiates and also coordinates sales and technical side of biomedical engineers.
Thank you so much, Kaushik. I guess the viewers can get some certain ideas about about the sales as well as the technical sides from your explanation. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your company. Can you explain about your company and how they are supporting the healthcare sector, like providing the software supplies or the human resources supplies, or they are selling the medical devices supplies? How do you think your company is supporting the healthcare sector?
So, like basically, our company is providing medical devices. It's
Okay.
basically a medical devices company where we'll be supporting patients and healthcare markets around the world with
Mm,
infusion therapy products.
mm. So you are selling
Yes.
your medical devices inside
So they
India
are
as well as, I mean, you are exporting as well as selling your products inside locally.
both. Yeah, it's
Mm.
both for
Yeah.
Indian market as well as global.
Nice, nice, nice.